Jack Thunder and the Dawn of Unity. Chapter 6. The Thunder Family. Wow, I never expected that to happen today. Can you believe it? Yeah, Stephanie plodded along beside Jack Thunder. She wished she'd had her raincoat with her when the computer sucked her in. The weather on Tempest Island never seemed to let up. Her socks were soaked. As soon as she'd hopped off Jack Thunder's riding cloud, she'd stepped into a deep puddle. She stared in envy at his shiny emerald boots. I bet he doesn't worry about getting his feet wet. Finally, they made their way to a village of huts made from azure stone. They walked some ways before Jack Thunder stopped in front of the door to one of them. He pushed it open, letting Stephanie into the surprisingly modern front room. Sitting around a small table were two new faces. One was another storm gremlin, a Fifinella wearing a deep indigo jumpsuit with a snowflake badge. The other had red skin and wings tipped with oily black feathers. "Oh, I ought to introduce you to my family." Jack Thunder gestured to the gremlin woman on the left. "This is Frosti. She's my older sister. She kinda raised me ever since we were little." He turned to the winged fairy. "And this is San. He doesn't call himself anything besides that, really." Hi." Frosti waved stiffly. San smiled down at their unexpected visitor. "I guess since you don't have anywhere to stay, you can stay in my room. I have a spare... Jackie, can we talk in private, please?" Frosti stood by the door to the bathroom. "Wait here," Jack Thunder told Stephanie. He stepped inside the bathroom, closing the door behind him. What's up?" Frosti knelt down to his level. "Why in Alterus did you think it was a good idea to bring an Earth Dweller into our home?" she hissed. "What? What's wrong with her?" Jack Thunder couldn't understand why his sister was acting like this. "Don't you remember what happened during the war? Our mom and dad died, Jackie. The humans killed them. I'm not about to let my baby brother be hurt by some earth beast." Jack Thunder's jaw dropped at Frosti's language. "What? Excuse me? Weren't you the one who told me I should be nice to everyone, no matter what they were? Now you're going back on that, just because you're scared?" Frosti seethed. She had no leg to stand on. She stood for a minute, rubbing her face with her hand as she grumbled. "Ugh, fine. You know what? You got me there. I need to talk to San about this. He'll know what to do." That was good enough for Jack Thunder. He and his sister left the bathroom. It was settled. San said Stephanie could stay. "Really? Even though..." Frosti questioned. "She doesn't have anywhere else to go, Frosti. Not until we can get another portal open to send her back," San explained. "I know you and your brother lost a lot in the war, but she's not responsible for what you've suffered. For the time being, she stays." Frosti couldn't really argue with that. "Well, Jackie, I guess show her your room," she sighed. "Great, thanks, San." He and Stephanie rushed off down the hall. Jack Thunder opened a door on the left at the end of the hallway. "This is my room. You can stay here until we get you back." Adorning every wall were posters of a smug storm gremlin in a ruby jumpsuit with black boots and gloves. On his chest was the emblem of a golden buzzsaw blade. A few of the posters had the name Razor emblazoned at the bottom in bronze letters. His bed was neatly made, the blankets the same color as his clothes. Curled up in the middle was a small wyvern with eggplant scales. The wyvern lifted his head, staring straight at Stephanie with jade eyes. "Razor," Jack Thunder addressed the wyvern. "This is Stephanie." Stephanie gave Razor her hand to sniff. He licked it a bit. "Don't worry, he doesn't bite. Unless you're a bad guy, that is," Jack Thunder smirked. "Razor," Stephanie repeated. "Did you name him after the guy up on the walls?" Yeah, he was kind of my hero when I was little, the Storm Gremlin answered. So of course I had to name this guy after him. He patted the young wyvern's head. Cool, Stephanie grinned. She was going to like this place. Late that night, Son sat at the dining room table, Stormbringer clutched in his claws. He concentrated on the gemstone in the center of the staff. Come on, come on. The veils between Alterus and Earth were growing thin. They had to be. Why else would the portals open again after 10 years of being closed? Colors and shapes swirled within the gem. Gradually, they settled into a clear image. The staff was picking up on a transmission from the other world. As the picture became clearer, Son realized what he was looking at. It was a newscast from Stephanie's hometown. In other news, it has been reported that 15-year-old Stephanie Granger has been missing for 5 days. She was last seen at her house on Holly Street last Friday. Son sat there, listening intently. The police had found her room completely trashed, clear evidence the adventures in Alterus portal had struck. Her mother, a haggard woman with stringy red hair, begged for her safe return, tears streaming down her face. The Tengu couldn't help but feel some sympathy for her. As far as she knew, her daughter had been snatched from her room by some wacko. Suddenly, he heard something that made him freeze. The only lead detectives have found is this singular piece of crystal. While its origins are not clear, scientists have concluded that it resonates with some kind of potent energy. The video showed a hand belonging to one of the human scientists holding up a palm-sized crystal glowing a verdant teal, an air crystal. It must have fallen through the portal when Stephanie was spirited away to Tempest Island. A piece of Alterus was lost on Earth. And given how things were going, Son reckoned it wouldn't be long before the humans found their world once again.